old were you when you first received the prompting to discern vocation, and then when you seriously did it?
I think I may not even have been Catholic at the time.
Oh.
Because my family used to go, before we became Catholic, we would go to Novena Church. That was our, I guess, introduction to the Catholic faith. Yeah, so I was not Catholic then. I didn't grow up Catholic. So all these, what I think most Catholics see as normal, to me was very new. So I think I was maybe primary 4, primary 3 at the time. We go to Novena Church. And I always ask my parents, we have to go early and we have to sit in the front because I want to see
Everything.
The benediction, the smoke, all those bells. You know, for a primary 4 kid, that was very fascinating.
Yeah.
So at the time, I think I had this idea, this is I don't know what they're doing, but it looks fun.
Yeah, it looks cool.
And then I think that prompted the desire, maybe I could be like that. And then when I became Catholic, I could join the altar service. And then I think towards the end of when I was 15 or 16, I think the idea gradually grew further within me. And then towards my end of my national service, I discerned more intensely. So I entered a seminary actually after I left the army.
Wow, that's quite young.
I had my 21st birthday in the seminary. Yeah, eating salad because it was I believe it was Holy Thursday. So see, it was the.
Are your birthday always in Lent period?
Not all the time. Not
High
all the
chance.
time. Good chance, chance. But I've become so used to that.
Birthday eat salad.
Yeah, I remember because I was 21 and I knew that all my friends were having quite fantastic 21st birthdays, but mine was eating salad because it was fasting day in the seminary. Because I really remember, it's my 21st birthday, but I'm having salad in a seminary.
Because you said that you were a Catholic convert, right? How was it like, and how did your parents react when you told them you were joining the seminary?
Surprisingly, they were not fazed about it at all. Maybe because when I was younger, I did tell my dad, I would like to perhaps join the priesthood. And he was, okay, just make sure you become a good priest. Yeah, so thanks to my dad. I think all along they are quite open to these things. They're not, I guess, the stereotypical parents. They were encouraging. They just wanted to make sure that you're good and whatever you choose to do in life.
When you told them you're going to study Latin, right, was it like a signal for them?
No, because actually I had left seminary by then already.
Okay.
So studying Latin at university was something I thought, okay, this is my comfort zone. I did not know what I wanted to study at university. So I said, let's do this. But along that, I also made sure to study other things also. So more applicable subjects to real life. So I did ancient history. Okay, maybe applicable not to Singapore, but like rest of the world. So I did ancient history. I did a bit of French. Yeah. I did English also. See, a very pragmatic subject.
Why you take English?
Because in university, right, you have to fulfill certain credits. And since I had spare ones, I thought, okay, I'll do English. Since I've always been good at English at school, so let's do something that will play to my strengths. I mean, you can't expect me to do math.
Seems like you're a linguist more than like.
Yeah, I'm an art student. I'm an art student. Or should I say humans?
Yeah. What was God's priestly call for you like? Like, how do you feel like, it's like some Alleluia moment?
No, there's no Alleluia moment. I would like, maybe it would have been better if there's an Alleluia moment, but no, there wasn't. It was a gradual awareness, I think. Yeah, I think you become more and more aware that how important God is in your life. And if God becomes so important, then other things naturally take a step back, I think. It's like how when people want to get married, I mean, is there a point when you say, is there an Alleluia moment? I don't know. I think you gradually fall in love with a person. So my favorite quote, because this question has been asked me many times, and I love this quote from Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, when Mr. Darcy asked how did he fall in love with Elizabeth Bennet, and he says, I do not know the look or the hour. All I know is, I can give you the quote exact, but now off the top of my head I can't remember. But yeah.
Is the quote here?
Post.
So he said he just realized that he fell in love with her. The quote that I can remember though is from this Spanish poet Pablo Neruda, and he says, in one of the sonnets, I love you because I know no other way than this. And I think the priesthood is like that, or any kind of consecrated life like that. You know no other way than this. Why do you want to marry someone? Because you cannot imagine a life without this person. Or at least that's how it should be, ideally. Yeah, then you realize that no other kind of life would be possible. I've tried to imagine it. Could I be this career, that career? But I could never picture myself.
Then was it like a moment of like revelation?
I think it was gradual revelation that I don't think I could do anything else. And I think it's quite a liberating moment also when you realize, I suppose this is it, and then you come to accept it. Oh, okay, I guess this is it.
Did you mentally bargain though, like say, hey, I could be a lay person, I could work, but I can still serve?
I think we all do that. But eventually you realize that you're bargaining, and you realize, one of my American friends when I was in American Seminary, it's such an American quote, but I love it. It says, go big or go home. And I often think about that. Yeah, go big or go home.
This is something I've been like reflecting on for Chinese New Year. Because like as I meet all my relatives, right? I think they're gonna watch it. but I think the algorithm won't even reach them. Yeah, so they try so hard to like convince me that what I'm doing is not right. Like being a Catholic business owner and being a Catholic YouTuber is like it's not the traditional path.
Yeah, no, but I think that has to do with a lot of Singaporean pragmatism. They are so accustomed to growing up a certain way. If you don't fit within this mold of existence, it's very unsettling for them. But the younger generation, because we're so exposed to life outside of Singapore, what other possibilities lie beyond our shores? And we are growing more accepting, at least the younger generation, that hey, I could be like when I did classics at university, I was well aware Singapore has no place for classics students. But beyond our shores, there's a life for us. And I think as we become more and more exposed, gradually I think it will filter upwards. So we have to give them time to accept.
I expected it from the generations before me, like X or Boomer. But I wasn't expecting it from people from the same generation as me. I feel the Gen Zs are quite open to it. A lot of the Gen Zs are like discerning vocations very early, like even trying out PLM. Like they're very open on that. They will try other things, not just like go to mass on Sunday kind of thing. So I felt a bit discouraged.
I think we can surround ourselves with people who are more open to various cultural expressions of the faith. I'm used to seeing processions on the street, Corpus Christi processions on the street. We don't see that here in Singapore, and I accept that. We have various social constraints. So yeah, we have to mutually agree to meet our expectations somewhere, and that is this working out that is part of everyday life. So a particular generation thinks like that, we think like that. We have to find some kind of middle ground where both will flourish as human beings. I know I keep falling back on this word, but that's the goal of my favorite moral theology, where how can we flourish as human beings in the best version of ourselves?
I felt that it was a bit like, how do I put it? Like I've been doing this for 4 years already, but why you still saying this kind of things?
Is it really a waste of time? I don't think so. As long as you're learning something from your experience in life, while factoring the real day-to-day needs, I think it's fine. But then again, so I grew up overseas.
Yeah.
I spend time overseas, so maybe I don't exactly fit in 100% to the Singapore mold either.
Yeah.
Mine was more of like, why do you do this when your salary is so low? It's like it took me 3.5 years to even draw a salary of like maybe $400. And that's like
Yeah, no,
quite
but
innocent.
that's Singaporean pragmatism for you.
Yeah.
Like, you must. These are your KPIs. You must
Yeah.
match the KPIs.
Yeah.
Then after that, when I start doing this YouTuber thing seriously, right? Of course, it's like start from scratch again. So like that. Then I was like, in my mind, it's like, okay, if. Then in my mind, the first thing I was thinking, oh, now I understand why there's like no religious in both of my families. Because like just working in the church, right? It's like they think that it's like some retirement job.
Well, it should not be. You see.
If I now have to go and find a secular job or set up a secular business, I think I cannot also. Because like it doesn't make me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
It's not even the bargaining stage anymore. I'm way past that bargaining, like very long ago already.
You go back secular, you're kind of settling.
No, I'll be very unhappy all the time.
But you're settling for less in your
But
heart.
settling, it means it's like you just don't be happy. But
Hello?
don't be happy is like in between of happy and not happy. But I will be unhappy.
Oh, that means like really.
Ah,
Okay, to be honest, I would not have survived in the secular because I cannot. I knew, I was so blessed. I mean, I don't know whether blessed or right word, but during my national service, they sent me out for a Photoshop course, and the Photoshop course was conducted near Tanjong Pagar there.
Okay.
And then of course lunch is at one of those.
this is rolling.
And I saw the way how people fight for tables. At 18, 19, I said, I'm not coming to Tanjong Pagar, Shenton Way to work. I cannot. How am I going to fight for a table? So that was good for me. It opened my eyes. Corporate life is not. Many things happen by happy accident. I find.
Yeah. I agree.
Cardinal Pell, God rest his soul. He's passed away already, but he's reported to have said, we need to roll with the punches. It's such a like a common sense wisdom, you cannot plan for everything in life, but you have to also be a certain flexibility, adaptability. Where the wind blows, you have to tighten the sail to catch fully the thing. See where the opportunities that God shows us, and run with it, and run with it.
Still remember Father Emmanuel, he talked about St. Joseph and creative courage. Because he said God told him to just leave, go ahead.
Yeah, many people want God to tell them this is the plan, and then He will list you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But He gives you a principle, and then there must be some. He wants you to also exercise your creativity. You see, how are you going to make the best of the gifts that God has given you? Your reason, your love. And he wants you to do that because only you can grow in the way that you know best. You cannot grow in the same way. You cannot grow the same way. Otherwise, you're just a copy of people. And I think Pope Francis told us we can't be photocopies of each other, or photocopies of the saints. Sanctity has to be made in your particular way. And only you can do it because you grow up with this particular set of circumstances. Your family is like that. Your family is not my family. My family is not like that. So those circumstances mold you to be uniquely you. And you have to be the saint that is uniquely you.
Next episode, we find out more about Father Reggie's life before joining the seminary.